Wow, guys, all I gotta say is what a crazy rally in the meme stocks out there today. We had AMC, GME, Workhorse, Palantir, Beyond, Fubo, BlackBerry, Beth Bath and Beyond, all going nuts. As you can see here, AMC 95%, GME 14%, Workhorse 20%, Palantir 6, Beyond 10, Fubo almost 19, intraday at some point, BlackBerry 62%. Jesus. While the markets have been just sideways. Yeah, you heard me right, guys. The markets have been sideways, non-directional, still looking for that wave 4 pullback, or still wondering and questioning if it's complete, all while these meme stocks are running. So let's dive in. Just because now this is the hype and this is the focus, let's look at where we can find a potential entry at any of these, which we've already covered in the Discord group. We have taken positions in the Workhorse, we've taken positions in Beyond, Palantir, Fubo, and now the question is there an opportunity for AMC to continue running? Is there an opportunity for GameStop or even BlackBerry to run? And so, as you know me, I love my wave count. I love the Elliott wave principles. So let's dive into these charts. But before we do, let's review our S&P analysis and the Qs. So the S&P, we are still tracking our overall primary degree wave 1 top. Okay, I don't think that we have topped the markets just yet. I still believe that we have one more leg higher, just as long as we remain north of wave count invalidation, which is at 398.05, as you can see here labeled. Okay, so from the COVID lows, go up in 1, down in 2, 3, 4, minor degree wave 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're looking for minor degree wave 5 and intermediate degree wave 5, which come in at 454 and 444 spot 38. That should complete primary degree wave 1, at which point we will see a 3-wave pullback down to the wave 2 in the primary degree. Now this wave 2, a theoretical finish, should be at the 23 to 38% retracement, which is a common retracement for fib levels on the wave 2 pullback. Now till we get a top on the markets, then we will know. Again, just as long as we remain north of a wave count invalidation. But should we fail to hold the support and continue further down, then I will assume that the markets have topped out, and now we're looking for a 3-wave pullback. All right, taking you down to the 1-hour time frame. Our 1-hour time frame suggests that from let me fix this for you guys. From the March lows, we went up in 1, down in 2, 50% retracement support, 5 waves up in the wave 3, and now we are here. I still have this label here as target, as we are still having our open position, our open put position to out for June the 11th, strike price 417. We're slightly in the red on that one, as we still not picking a relative direction. We're still sideways per se. And while this is okay, this is good at the very least, because this reminds me, as I've been mentioning to you guys before, several patterns that we've noticed in the chart. So let me take you back to the daily time frame, where you see that we formed W shapes here, even here, and what happens after we break the previous highs? We go on higher. Broke previous highs, then we go on higher. So the question lies that if that's the case with that pattern, are we going to follow it? Are we going to break on higher? And that's yet to be determined. But we took that short trade, or that put option trade, just to hedge our long-term position holds. So taking you down from the 1-hour time frame to the 30-minute, from the May highs, right, we go down in A. The way I'm tracking this is that it's down in A, up in B, and we're looking for a wave down in C. This is my preferred interpretation. Okay, we found resistance at the previous all-time high at 422.80. We found resistance at several key level fib ratios at the 1272 external retracement of this advance. And now we are meandering here just ever so slightly sideways, looking for direction. Okay, so our key levels here for resistance are the 422. Should we break out of that, then I have an alternate account which I'll review with you guys. But so far this remains resistance. The 421 and 420 levels remain as resistance, and support levels remain at 418.20 and 417.50. Should we fail to hold these levels of support, then I'm expecting a 3-wave pullback okay, to take us down to, at the very least, 100% extension of the wave A, which will be a flat correction. Okay, once we find support here, then we can expect the next leg higher to new all-time highs. But should we fail, then I'm anchoring wave 1 at the May highs, and if we break wave count invalidation, then the top has set in for the markets. Okay, so our alternate count will suggest that, taking it over to the SPY over here, our alternate count suggests that we've already bottomed out in the wave 4, which is the 50%, the 38 to the 50% retracement of this overall wave advance. And we did an A, B, and C, and now we're up in 1. We're looking for the wave 2 pullback. Okay, so now this level here, okay, this is a retracement tool. So it comes in at the 23.6 to 38.2. So 417 or 415 must hold as support, and then if we see a bounce to break to new highs, then we can confirm that this was wave 2 and that this was wave 1, and now we're looking for the wave 3 advance. Okay, so that's why I'm saying this is a little confusing so far, because we haven't picked that direction. I mean, it reminds me of this zone here, but hey, we're not, you know, let's just take it a day at a time. But so far, this is what I'm interpreting. Should we have completed the wave 4 pullback in this on the May 19th low, and this is wave 1, okay, now we're looking for A, up in B, and then slightly lower in the wave C to take us down to the 38% at the very least, till we find support and then take us higher. All right, guys, so taking over to the Qs. The Qs, I'm still tracking this triangle, and the triangle is suggesting that we've already reached the D wave in this bottom trend channel, and now we're looking for 3-wave pullback into the wave E. So how would this pair up to the SPY if the SPY may be looking for another leg lower? So simple. If I take you to our preferred interpretation, okay, not the preferred interpretation, our alternate count, if that's the case, then that would mean that while the NASDAQ is making a pullback in the wave E, right, the wave 2 pullback will be setting in on the SPY. Okay, that's how these guys will pair up. So once we see that and then we hold confirmation, then we can expect a leg higher. But until we see clarity, then we must assume, from my standpoint, that we are going to head on lower. Now, this wave invalidation count comes in at the low of wave C, which is at 316.01. So we still have a few ways to go. I do anticipate 3-wave pullback in the wave E, and then we head on higher. I mean, we're displaying similar wave structures on the SMH, the XLK, and so on. So this I'm favoring this triangle. All right, guys. So for the fun stuff here, let's take a look at our meme stocks. All right. So let's take us a daily time frame. Let's go to AMC. So where are we with AMC? Is there another opportunity for us to hop on the train? And the answer is perhaps. Okay, we don't know, but I anticipate that this wave structure. So on the daily time frame, the way I'm looking at this is that actually take us to the weekly time frame. I don't have a wave count here, but taking it down to the daily time frame. So we have 3 waves up in A. Very, very difficult to spot, but it's there. 3 waves down in B. So A, B, and C to wave B. All right, and now we're in the midst of forming this impulsive structure. So I am calling this as a wave A. Sorry, wave C. So taking you to the 1 hour time frame, this is the labels that we have so far. I did have this laid up for sorry, I had this label. So A, B, C to wave A in the minor degree, A, B, C down to wave B, and now we are wave 1, wave 2, wave 3 reached the 200% extension of wave 1 compared to wave 2. So I assume we could potentially see another leg lower. Okay, if this holds as resistance, should this break, then let's open up the doors to the 2618, which will come in at the 118.14. Okay, so it's a massive move, guys, massive move. If we get to see that, that's upwards of another 70 to 85%. So it's pretty big. Should we hold these levels of 64.35? Should we fail this, then we expect the 3-wave pullback into the wave 4. So if this is the top, let's take a look at where a theoretical wave 4 finish could come. And that could be, because this is so bullish, I anticipate that this pullback will be relatively shallow, right? Given the fact that this wave 2, okay, if I highlight this wave 2 here, was sideways, then perhaps wave 4, given that this will be the guideline of alternation, will be directional. Okay, so if that's the case, then I anticipate that, as I said, because it's a bullish stock and it's a bullish sector at the moment, that the 23.6% retracement could hold as support. Okay, and that will be the 43.86. At which point, once we find support here, then we can go on higher to the 1618, which comes in at 236.79. I mean, these are ambitious calls, guys, but this is the wave structure. Okay, this 1618 is a projection from wave A to wave B to give us this number. Okay, so I'm going to wait patiently to see if we go on higher to the 2618, which is not common to see, but in a bullish environment, that is pretty common. Okay, and if not, then a through wave pullback down to, at the very least, to 23.6% retracement at 43.86 to then find support and take us higher. Wave count validation for this wave structure comes in at 14.31. So as you can see, this is extremely risky to get on board. Wave count validation is far south, roughly 80%, 78%. All right, so if you are able to stomach that type of risk, then I don't know. Anyway, so GameStop has been in consolidation for some time now. So up in 1, ABC down in 2. We witnessed this wave 3 where it was pretty evident that a lot of firms were liquidated. I mean, this was all over the news. All right, and so that reached the 2618. So as I mentioned before on AMC, okay, that AMC, the 2618 number, or the fib extension, that's potentially achievable when the hype and the momentum is there. As you can see, it reached on GameStop. So down in A, up in B, I see this as a triangle, right? A, B, C, D, and the potential leg lower in the wave E to then take us higher. If that's the case, then wave 4 will come to completion at the 23.6% at 190.99. Okay, we see a support at these levels to take us on higher to the wave 5. But if this whole wave structure here, it's not a triangle, then I anticipate that this would have been the wave 4 completion. I'm gonna delete this. That this would have been the wave 4 would have completed down here, and this is up in 1, down in 2. So wave 4 would have came in at completion, which is pretty deep on the wave 4. Look, there you go. So it's roughly at the 618. So that's appropriate. Okay, so that'll been up in 1, A, B, and C down in 2, and now we're making our way on the wave 3 to take us on higher. We would not validate this count, this whole impulsive. So as I said, this would be up in 1, down in 2, making our 3rd and 4th wave. So if this is the wave structure, then perhaps we are going to wait for the break of wave 1, which comes in at 350.13, and then a further confirmation to be more patient at 482. Okay, so if that's the case, then this interpretation is what's going on. Otherwise, we wait to a further pullback down into the 23.6 support area to take us on higher. Workhorse is a stock that we entered today on shares. We're planning to hold this stock for a while. I mean, it has a lot of potential to the upside. Our previous high was at 42.25. We got in at around $10 a share. So pretty good discount over here. So our wave structure looks like this, guys. So up in 1, down in 2, 50% support, 50% retracement support at 1.41. 5 waves up into the wave 3, which came in at the 1272 extension of wave 1 versus wave 2 at 46.53. Well, not exactly, but just shy of that fib zone. A, B, C down into the wave 4. So we're finding support at the bottom trend channel, okay, at the 50% retracement of this overall wave advance. And now what appears that we're trading on higher. Now this stock, because given the fact that it was trading higher, so consider that this could be at the next target for a potential. I'm not saying that it could be or that it will be. There's a potential if the meme stock rally continues that this could be targeted, given that it's pretty heavily shorted and also relatively cheap. All right, taking you over to Palantir. Palantir is another stock that we have positioned ourselves early on. Okay, so from the January highs, when the wave 1 and the intermediate degree completed, we go down in A, up in B, down in C. Now this is close to confirming. We were a little early, but this is close to confirming this wave structure that wave 2 has completed here. Okay, so just as long as we break above the B wave, which is at let's see, the high is 25.34, then this wave structure is definitely confirmed and we can expect new highs. Okay, so taking it down to the 30-minute time frame, the way I see it is that up in 1, down in 2, wave 3 may still be ongoing. Okay, we will see a 3-wave pullback down into a potential support zone. Let me delete this. A potential zone between the 23.6 and the 38, which comes in at the 23 or the 21 area, to find a 3-wave pullback to support area to take us on higher into the wave 5, which could then at the very least confirm this wave structure, and we will call this the wave 1 of the initial wave 3, which will be a very bullish count to take us higher, but one step at a time. When we see this complete, then we will anchor wave 1. We'll look for the wave 2, and there will be another opportunity once wave 2 is complete to take us on higher. For this particular wave structure, wave candle validation comes in at 20.31. Beyond Meat is another one that has been pretty quiet, but when it wants to move, it moves, guys. So don't sleep on this one. Don't sleep on this one. That's just a good advice. Keep this one on high alert. All right, so from the March lows, we go up in A. We've been in consolidation for at least 333 days or 335 days, so a very long time. So I am expecting a bigger move on this stock here. We've already moved at least 50%. We saw about an 11% increase today from, well, a 50% move from the lows, but for today it was about an 11% increase. Okay, so now taking it down to the 1 hour time frame, the question is wave 2 completed here? The way I see this is that this is up in 1, A, B, C, down in 2. Wave 2, if I turn on the 23.6, it found support at the 134.09, which is a 23.6% retracement, which is a common retracement, pretty shallow for a wave 2, but it's common. Otherwise, if this is not, then because until we break new highs will be confirmed, then if this is not the wave count and wave 2 has not completed yet, then I anticipate that this will be A, B, and then one leg lower into the wave C. Otherwise, this may be turning into a triangle, which is still okay. That's why we have to be patient. So until we break those highs, then we will know. Okay, in which this will be A, B, C, D, E, and then we go. Okay, guys. So far it's looking good for Beyond Meat. Fubo is a stock we took a position on a leap option sometime, I think like 2 weeks ago, and so far it's paying out. So the wave structure I don't have one completed, but this was based on pattern recognition, guys, and in that we see a falling wedge here, and once the falling wedge completed to the apex point, we saw a rally, a breakout, retested it, and boom, it took off. So in our case here, we see the same pattern, reached the apex point, broke out, retested it, and now we are off to the races. Okay, this could still go on, but perhaps if this is displaying the same pattern here, then what we can expect is that this goes higher just a bit probably, and then head on lower, retest the trend line, and then off we go. Normally we see that happen. Okay, so keep an eye out for that, and you should be good to go. Just don't FOMO into these trades, guys. Keep it one step at a time. BBBY, which is Bed Bath & Beyond. Bed Bath & Beyond, I did a wave count on the weekly time frame, and we're looking at a potential flat. Okay, now we go up in A, B, and C for 3-wave. Okay, 3-wave to the 3-wave pullback into the wave B, which came in at the 618 to the 78.6, and now we're impulsively going on higher. If this is the wave structure, unless this is A, B, and C, right? We've already broken above the 78.6. Our next target, if we fail this level here, will be the 1272 to still call this an A, B, and C. Okay, before the wave C. Then Wave B is not complete yet. We still see a low, and then we see a high in the wave C. All right, so don't mind this wave C just yet, but let's focus on the wave B to see where it's complete. If this is the completion of wave B, then yes, we will see a higher, but at the very least, we should see the 1272 get tested. If not, the 78.6 was the resistance, which is 41.45, and then we're gonna head on lower. All right, guys. So pretty exciting stuff going on out there today. I hope that these analysis for the meme stocks were helpful to you. And if you like the video, please consider subscribing. Hit the thumbs up notification. Hit that bell so you'll be notified when I upload these videos. As always, I appreciate your time and your patience. So I shall see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.